Hi, crafters. How are you tonight? We're going to be doing the happy birthday Dweedle card tonight. That's right. This is one that many of you already have the card kit on. We're going to be doing it together. And
I found these results.
I'd like everybody to please check in, say hello, tell us where you're from. We'd love to hear from everybody out there. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing the card tonight. And also, my name is Tom Creek. My wife is Julie Creek. We're a small business from Perrysville, Indiana. Land of tall corn and not much more. A small family-owned business where we have our own designs of dies, rubber stamps, and adhesives, all private label under Creek Bank Creations. We're glad to have you all here tonight. Be sure to subscribe and click that little bell to tell you when we're going to be doing our videos in the events. Glad to see everybody here. Also, hit that thumbs up for us if you would. It's on the bottom of the page there. It really helps us out, gets us more viewers. We're still shooting for that 90 viewers tonight. If we have 90 viewers, we're going to be giving away an apron, and we're going to be giving away a Wonder Wipe, a set of Wonder Wipes tonight. So glad to have everybody here. And let me tell you about the bundle special that we're doing that's in conjunction with the Dweedle card. It is the Angel Side Circle die, the Dweedle die, and a rubber stamp, as well as the Happy Birthday panel die, or Happy Birthday, what do you call that? Happy Birthday circle frame die. That's a $59.96 value, on sale for $41.99 in the Angel Side Circle Bundle Special. That's a savings of almost $16. By the way, you notice I got a haircut there. I'm not going to tell you where I got it because it was at a clandestine location. Don't tell anybody. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. Anyway, without any further ado, Mrs. Creek, are you ready to go?
I'm not.
She's not ready to go. She's not ready to go, so I'm going to keep babbling here. Hey, did you see the mushrooms? Did you see the mushroom video? I told you I was going to share with you the morel mushrooms. Julie and I went out in the woods tonight just for a few minutes this evening and found a nice bunch of morels. Check out, what video is that?
Facebook.
It's on our Facebook video.
Creek Bank Facebook.
Creek Bank Facebook. Did you name it?
It's a video of you walking in the woods.
It's a video of me walking in the woods. Anyway, we're showing you about the mushrooms, how they grow, and all that good stuff. It's a lot of fun. You saw the mushrooms. Glad to hear that, Tom. I see all the, it's Kathy.
You didn't get my other piece set.
What? Which piece?
The left.
Oh, excuse me. Go ahead, Miss Creek.
Hello. Happy Thursday. So, yes, I posted the video of Tom and I out in the woods, so you could see. If you're not from the do they do it anywhere except for in the Midwest?
Yes, they do.
If you're not familiar with mushroom hunting, you can check a look.
Well, I guess maybe
Check a look. They say that in the country too. Take a look at our Facebook, at Creek Bank Creations Facebook page. I also put a picture on there of what the mulch pile looks like. So the other night when we were talking about Tom's big pile of mulch, and I said I should get a picture so y'all can see the mulch pile. So on the Facebook page, just fun stuff. And we went out in the woods at like, what time was it? 4 o'clock or something like that tonight. And so it's good to see everybody's logging on and saying where they're from. So as I came back in the house tonight, after we were done walking in the woods, which actually I didn't walk in the woods for very long because it's really not my thing. But anyway, came back in the house, and right outside the back door was Tom's bicycle, which if you've been following us here, you know that Tom had a bicycle accident. Is it 3 weeks ago now?
Yes.
And pretty serious accident on his bike. Tom rides his bike every day, and we have a fairly large hill on the front of our property. We have a driveway that's a quarter of a mile long.
Yeah.
We have a long driveway, coming down the hill onto the main road and hit a, did you hit a hole? Hit a hole?
No, I had to make I was going down about 25
He was going too fast and
about 25 miles an
and
hour. I had to make a sharp left-hand turn.
had to make sharp left.
Or I was going to hit the tree or go in the river.
Anyway, he crashed his bike. So the bike is laying by the back door because he's trying to find parts. He's in the process of repairing his bike. And so when I came in the house, I walked by the bicycle that's laying there with the chain off and the mangled tire. And I thought, well, you know, that's really what my life kind of looks like right now. It's just a worthless, broke piece of junk. And that I thought to myself, that's a good picture of what my life is. Used to be decent, now it's worthless. And just the Holy Spirit just quickened in me. Julie, Tom's going to repair that bike. It's broken. It's not beyond repair. You know Tom's repairing it. And I'm still repairing too. Such an encouraging thought. And then the Lord reminded me of the scripture that a customer sent me, not me. She sent Tom and I a card. Judy, was it Judy Ketz? Sent us a card yesterday. And when I opened it, I cried. In the inside of the card was this scripture. For those who know your name will put their trust in you. For you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who love you. Psalm 9:10. What a powerful scripture. Should I read that again? Those who know your name will put their trust in you, for you, O Lord, have not forsaken those who seek you. So thank you so much, Judy, for sending that card. And I just want to encourage you that this scripture actually has a promise in it. And the promise is that if we seek him, he will not forsake us. So if you want to hear from the Lord, he's talking, you just have to listen. And he promises right there in Psalm 9:10, he will not forsake you. You are not, your life is not a broken bicycle, which, you know, at times I'm feeling like this whole thing is broken. It's a mess. So that's your encouragement for today. I'm glad to see you all are joining us, and looking to see, we got 55 people joining us. We are going to talk about the Dweedle card. First of all, how's everybody doing? Are you guys doing okay? Hanging in there? So let's see. Let's put in the chat, type in the chat, is your favorite snack, your favorite COVID snack, is it sweet or salty?
COVID snack?
Your favorite COVID snack. Like you're trapped in the house. And like, what's your go-to? Is it sweet or is it salty? And boy, that'll tell us about your personality, won't it? There we go. Sweet, salty. So Tom's favorite snack of all times, whether it's COVID or not COVID, is sweet. And he got vanilla ice cream today from the Schwan Man. So look at that. Tom, you tell me if there's more sweet or salty.
Well, they're both. They're
yeah,
all over.
I'm with Sharon. I like both
Mary
too.
Novak likes ice cream too.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Interesting. I like sweet, but then I like salty too. So I guess that's why there's a weight problem, sweet and salty. Okay, moving on. So right now on the website, all the products on the website are 20% off when you use the coupon code Sunshine. And orders over $50 ship free. So anything you put in the shopping cart, 20% off. And when you purchase, that keeps us going. And we are beyond thankful for you and for the provision that you're providing for our family. So thank you. So we are tonight, though, we're going to talk about the Angel Side Circle die. And we've kind of touched on Angel Side Circle before. And I have shot video on it previously, but I wanted to do, y'all have requested that we do card kits together. And so we did have some kits left over from our show travels. And we did offer you the opportunity to buy this kit because we already had it ready to go. And if you did not get the kit and you still would like to purchase the kit, you can buy the kit.
How
We
long do
will
we extend the sale?
we put until the end of May because we don't know when we're off of quarantine.
Yes.
So as long as we're quarantined here, we will be extending the sale. So there are kits left on the website. Everything is pre-stamped and pre-die cut for you. And as I go through the card tonight, you will get the contents that I'm working on here. And so tonight, if you have your stuff with me, we're going to do this card together. My original plan was that we were going to do 2 cards, and I'm going to back down and we're just going to do 1 card tonight. Some of you would like to have shorter video, so we're going to try to do shorter video, and that means 1 card. And so that's what we're going to do tonight, 1 card. The bundle special, Tom already went over, so I'm not going to go over it again. I am going to tell you that next week on Tuesday, we're going to do part 2 of this. And we will do the shaker card. I'm going to teach you how to turn the angel side circle into the shaker card. We'll do that next week. And I have everything ready to go on that. And little guy here. So we'll do this on Tuesday. I will teach you how to make a shaker. And on Thursday next week, I have a really cool, fun surprise for you. Be ready because it's going to be good. Next Thursday. So fun. We have new things to share next Thursday. And so
You're not going to break out the new guys, are you?
Next Thursday I'm breaking
You're
them
going to
out.
break them out. You're going to break out the. Is it going to be a world premiere?
It's going to be a world premiere.
World premiere.
World premiere. So I do want to show you this. This is the the secondary card I made. And what I wanted to show you is that this card is basically the same. I did the same technique on both cards, but what I wanted to show you was how you can take a technique and mix it up a little bit, and then you have like a totally different card. And on the stamp set, on the Dweedle stamp set, there is text on the card, on the stamp. So this is the actual stamp, and you have the 2 Dweedles on there, and you have the balloon and the stars and the heart you, love you. And then you have a monstrous birthday, happy Halloween, hand over the candy, and the hello. The hello is not attached to the balloon, it comes out. So you can put the text from these things in the balloon, or you can use them inside the card, which is what I did over here. Hand over the candy. What's fun about Mr. Dweedle is you can see he looks over the edge. And I've accented the
What'd you accent?
the card with trying to read and talk at the same time. I've accented this with the mini candy die, and I specifically designed that die so that it has the little candy corn in it. So you can use the candy for Halloween. You can use it around a gingerbread house for Christmas. And you can layer those up. And of course, I've cut those with my super tacky tape. So we're going to talk about the basic card, Angel Side. Before we go on, I want to talk about, some of you have been asking questions, so let me answer questions real quick. We are planning on going to Stamp Fest in June, and I believe that's June
First week.
13th and 14th.
No, it's June
I
2nd
had
and
questions about it today. Why don't you look on their website?
3rd. Not on the calendar?
Excuse me. I am scheduled to teach at that show. Right now, that show is still on the calendar. And
13th
you,
and 14th.
it's the 13th and 14th. Thank you. I said that. But I don't know that that date is not going to change. We will have to wait and see what happens in the world between now and then. That will be our first show back on the road. So we are going to Stamp Fest in Kissimmee, Florida, as of right now. And following that, we will be in Chantilly, Virginia at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo show. I do not know if that show is going to take place. All this stuff is going to be depending on where they're at and what's going on. I would imagine in the state of Virginia that chances are that show is probably going to end up getting rescheduled. So are you answering the barn door card question?
No, what was the barn door?
Yeah, there is another video on the barn door card on our YouTube channel.
Debbie's
Okay.
confused about the angel side circle and a different die. I'm not sure what
Yes.
die she's talking about.
Yes.
Let's see, what is the difference between the circle angel and she's got them kind of combined.
Yeah.
Debbie, need to tell us the names of those dies.
Yeah, she asked me today, and I asked her to call you because I'm confused what she's asking. So Debbie,
we need the names of the dies.
yeah, we need the names of the dies. The angel side circle, this is angel side circle, and that circle is like over 3 inches across. It's really large. So it is not, you cannot use this on the pull push mechanism. I think that's what she was asking, but I'm not sure. So I'm going to keep moving on.
I think she might have been comparing it to the, oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm moving on. Okay, Stamp Fest. That was one question. The other thing is somebody asked me on Tuesday about putting the undo in another container. And Diane Wilcox, who does some fantastic design work for us that lives up in New York. Diane, did you get to sign on tonight? Diane has been trying to get her comments so she can log on, and she hasn't been successful. But Diane did tell me that she called me today and said she keeps her undo in the little plastic Derice bottles. So we do not have those in stock right now, but I did put a link on our website. And Tom, could you grab the Amazon link to put in the chat?
That was one.
I opened one of those pages for you. So I built a new page on the website. You go to Creek Bank Creations, you go to Shop With Us, and then I'm reading your comments. I bet Chantilly gets canceled. So Shop With Us, and then there's a link, there's a page there called Amazon Links. And that has the undo link, the ruler that we talked about at some point, the colored pencils, anything I'm using that we aren't selling is on there with a direct link to Amazon.
I just put the link on.
And Tom and I do get a small commission off of that. So if you purchase through our links, that helps Tom and I, and we really, really appreciate that. And so the clear bottles that you can use are on Amazon. They're on that link, the Amazon link. There's a set of 4 bottles that Derice sells. And Diane said she keeps the undo in there, and she tries to keep the cap on it so that it doesn't evaporate. So if you're looking for a way to control the undo, what we talked about Tuesday was how it just comes flowing out and you really have trouble controlling it. And so that was a great suggestion. That's what's great about the lives is doing that. Yeah, Gina, the colored pencils are from Chameleon and they come in a box. And they're my favorite ones. But if you're going to get the colored pencils, you want to get the Gamsol and the little blending stumps that go with. And I shot that in the slide card video. I talked about that.
Excuse me.
So you can blend the color of the colored pencils.
Shouldn't
Yes.
the link on Amazon Links have Amazon in it somewhere?
It's a link to our website.
Okay.
And on that page is every Amazon link. So they can literally click on the picture and it'll go right through to Amazon.
Gotcha.
Okay, so to coordinate with the angel side circle that we're going to use tonight, we have the Happy Thanksgiving stamp, and it does have the pie on it.
It says no.
And Diane
It says no.
Morris, you'll be happy to know the pie fits in the window. We'll talk more about that later. Merry Christmas, and it's got the bell and the bow on it. And then Happy Easter. So these fit, they're designed to fit in the panel of the angel side circle card.
Please tell Doris that she can see the barn door card on our YouTube archives.
Yeah. Okay. Doris, the barn door card video is in the video archive on YouTube. And if you still can't find it, email me, creekbc@gmail.com, and I will send you a direct link. Okay? That'll help. So we're going to actually start working with our angel side circle die. When you buy this die, it comes with 3 pieces. I'm pulling them out of we have this storage envelope that we sell, and in it, I keep all of my components all together. So all of my stamps that match and dies are all together, and I keep angel side circle all in the same envelope. the circle flip. Yeah, Diane's answering. Okay, so the die has 3 pieces to it. You have this piece, you have the rectangle that's stitched that goes on the edge, and the circle that goes in the center. And this circle is, oh, it's almost 4 inches. It's large. So what we have here in this die set is you have a die to cut this piece, okay? You have a die to cut the small panel on the side, and you have the circle, which we didn't use the circle, but the circle, if you were going to use it, would go right there, okay? So those are the 3 dies that are in this set. This die is designed, and the instructions are on the front of the die package so that you make this piece yourself. So the green that you see in this card, you make yourself. If you bought the card kit, we did it for you. It's 4.25 by 9, and we're scoring it at 3.5 inches. Okay, so if we make a die like this, and you make the rectangle part of the card yourself, it saves us money, so we don't have to charge you more for a die. So that is why for this particular card, you're making this part at home yourself, and then you're die cutting the other parts. So any questions? Okay. All right. How many people are making a card? If you're making a card with me tonight, can you just type yes in the chat, and we'll see how many people are making a card with me tonight. How slow do I need to go? Okay. I'm going to turn the camera down, and we're going to get started. Do you want to give away a gift before we go?
Yes.
How many we got? We have 70. Awesome.
4, 5,
Okay.
6,
Lots
7,
of people
8, 9,
joining
10,
us.
11.
Awesome.
I sent about 30 of them.
Okay. So
We're gonna give a Wonder Wipe.
we do have more kits left. We do have a Wonder Wipe to give away. The Wonder Wipe is the item that we use to clean off our stamps and stencils. And it's very, very soft. And even, I want to show you this. This is my other one. Even when it's dry, it's still soft.
Even when it's dry?
Even when it's dry.
What about when it's wet? Is it even softer?
It is, but the point of it is it doesn't turn into a
hard rock.
into this. So it's soft. It'll clean your stamps and stencils. You just use water. We're using it. We have it's a 2-pack. The dry one is because sometimes you will use techniques like when you use watercolor or a stencil technique where you need a dry cloth. So we have a wet cloth and a dry cloth. What's your question, Tom?
My question is,
Question of the day.
the average American does what 22 times a day?
The average American does what 22 times a day?
The winner gets a pair of wet and dry Wonder Wipes.
Okay, I'm going to move the camera down while Tom works on whatever on his contest. I'm going down. We're going to work on Dweedle tonight. Okay, now some famous YouTube person suggested that I turn my camera sideways. Can you guys tell me if that looks odd to you? Can you give me feedback on that?
Hold it. Elizabeth Hahn is the winner. Opens the fridge.
Do what?
Elizabeth Hahn.
What was the question?
The average person opens the refrigerator door 22 times a day. That is Elizabeth Hahn.
Is that during COVID or not during COVID?
Congratulations, Elizabeth Hahn.
Can you guys tell me if that card is facing the looks bad, Julie? Okay. Let's try this. Odd, the card is sideways. Okay. So I think, I'm turning the camera, that depending on how you film, if you're in YouTube or Facebook, that it gives you a different view. So I'm going to turn it. Is that better? Better. The way you have it done before, the way you've done it before. Okay. So we are working at getting more technical expertise around here with all this stuff, the technical video editing stuff. You know, we are dabbling in a world that we are not familiar with. So I'm so appreciative that you guys keep hanging around because it's a little crazy. Okay, so the happy birthday die, let's get started. If you have your kit, you want to get out this piece. And this is the happy birthday circle frame die. When you buy this die, it is a 2-piece die set. And I love this because it has like 2 components in it. We're not using the confetti tonight. So when you get it, it looks like this. And to make the piece that I have here, we're going to take out that center and we're just gonna, I'm gonna put that green behind there so you guys can see that better of what we have there. The confetti, when you die cut the confetti, it makes really pretty confetti for you to put on a card. And you could even die cut that and drop it into a shaker box. But we didn't use it tonight. I just took this and we've die cut this. So I have die cut this and I have my super tacky tape on the back of this previous. So we sell super tacky tape in a 3-inch roll or a 6-inch roll. And to make this, I would unwind my tape, put my paper in there, put my die on face down and die cut. And then my piece is automatically a sticker.
Normal Web has a question.
Okay.
Hi.
I like questions.
Hi.
Hi.
I worked on this last night and I couldn't get my little guy to stick onto the slick paper. Is there a trick to that?
Yeah, Norma, you're I think you're upside, you're backwards. So what we have here, that's a good question. I love my crafty friends. Can I just say that? You know, if you had to be trapped in with a bunch of people for a crisis, crafty people are good to hang with. Tom's not saying a word. So what I have is white cardstock, and this is the face of my cardstock. And then the back is my super tacky tape. This is very, very slick. And I think you're probably trying to attach your dweedle right here. So what we are going to do tonight, we're going to do an ink and stencil technique on the front of this panel. So you know how I operate. If you watch video, you know we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to tape this down to the grid. But I'm going to tell you a secret right now. The secrets are revealed. Are you ready, Tom?
I'm ready, baby.
This will not tape to the surface because it is slick.
What is that?
What is what?
That tool.
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh.
So this is slick because it is the tape liner. And what I'm going to do is take my sanding stick, and we sell this sanding stick in 2 sizes. We have a large one.
That's the little sis.
And a small one. I'm going to try to do this without shaking the whole table. This is the little sis. And what you want to do is take this. This is actually a distressing tool. You can use it on chipboard and it does other techniques. But what we want to do, I'm going to try to do this without shaking the whole camera, is we want to get rid of that slick surface. So we're going to do that. This sanding stick comes in a little size and a big size. This is the little one. The belt rotates. So if I get it gummed up with a bunch of paper, I can rotate. And what I want to do is get rid of that slick surface so that I can go back in with a piece of tape and it'll hold. And I think, who asked about the dweedle?
Norma. Norma Web.
I think that's what's going on. So we want to push that down really well so we can adhere it to the surface. Come on, tape. So if you do not have a sanding stick or sandpaper at home, you're going to have to hold on to this because we're going to do a technique with it. So we're going to tape that down to our surface. And then we are going to use the circle masks. We're going to put the circle mask down first. So we sell the circle masks. This is a 3 set of circle masks. We talked about this last Tuesday because I wanted to introduce it to you. There are 3 sizes of circles in the circle mask set. And what we are doing for this card, we're going to tape that on, and then we're going to do our stencil work on top. Tom, can you drop a link into that with the circle masks?
Yes.
So y'all can find it. So I'm teaching Tom how to drop links into the chat. So if you're as proud of him as I am, this is good for a heavy equipment salesman. You're doing great. we're going to take our tiny tangle stencil and we're going to put it on top. So if you don't have all these things and you're with me at home, you can just kind of wing this and do your own thing. Hey, did we get Charlotte on tonight? Is
Yes.
Charlotte in? Awesome. Charlotte, are you with Angie? Is she at Angie's house? Charlotte, you'll have to tell us if you're with Angie. Okay, so we put our stencil on top, and when I put my stencil on, I kind of didn't mention this, but I use my grid as an alignment so that I can know that my my pieces are straight. So if you use the grid to help you line up, you'll have a nice straight project. Now we're going to take the Something Borrowed ink and we're going to use our J brush. This brush is designed with this band that moves up and down, so we can use it nice and tight up, or we can use it loose. And I'll probably kind of do both tonight. We're going to take our brush, we're going to put it in our ink and just push side to side. And then when we go to put this on, we're going to start off on the side and drag it across, just so we don't have a big blob. And you can decide if you're doing this at home, how much ink you want. Do you want it dark? Do you want it light? I kind of went for a lighter look myself. So just move it all around. And then we're going to remove.
Charlotte's at home. She's not with.
She's at home. Okay.
Angie.
I thought maybe they were having a watch party together. We're going to remove that. Now, this is our tiny tangle stencil. We are not done with it, so just set it off to the side if you're doing it with me.
To the side, baby.
To the side. We're going to take off our circle, and you see how we made that nice circle pattern on the front of that piece. And we are done with the stamp through piece, so we're going to take our stamp chamois and just wipe that off. Our stamp chamois, our Wonder Wipe.
Wonder Wipe.
Don't tell
Wonder
anybody
Wipe.
I said that.
I'll
So
get you, my pretty.
we have that stuck down. We're gonna
chamois, too.
slide a little undo in there, and we're gonna remove that piece of tape. So undo is gonna remove that for us, and we're gonna get rid of that piece of tape. Now we have that side piece that's in our kit, and this is been cut with the die, and you want to look at it, and if you look close, you'll be able to see you have a stitch line in there, and we want the stitch line facing up. And I'm going to kind of put this off to the side, and we're going to adhere it to the work surface because we are going to stencil with it. How's everybody doing? We doing okay? If you're doing okay, type I'm doing okay. Type okay. So I know you're with me. So if you order the card kit later, we can ship it to you, and then you can come back. And the nice thing, Terry's okay. The nice thing is you can come back and do it later. Now what we want to do, we're going to do a little trick with our stencil here. And what we want to do is take our ink, and we're going to ink up our brush really well. And we're going to just cover the stencil with ink. So you can kind of choose like which area of the stencil that you want. We're going to ink it all up, and we want to get quite a bit of ink on there. So this is a great thing to do after excuse me, I was about to sneeze. After you've inked up your stencil, this is a great little technique to do. So we ink that.
What's the name of the mushroom?
Oh,
video?
look at that. You're all with me. I didn't name it. It's just you walking in the woods. Tom's asking about the mushroom
Did you put it
video.
on YouTube?
It's on our Facebook page, on Creek Bank Creations Facebook page.
Oh.
Okay. And the picture of Tom's bike is on that page too. I put a picture of your bike with the scripture. So we have our stencil all inked up, and
What
we're going.
size circle?
Oh, it's the smallest one in the set. That was a good question. Good question,
Laura, babe,
Laura.
it's the smallest
So I'm going
size
to take
in
my
the set.
mister, and this is our baby blue sprayer. We do have this on the website, and I love it because it really does put out a little bit of mist. So I normally hold this, what is that? I don't know. Is that 6 inches or 7 inches away?
Is it on the Creek Bank Facebook? I'm sorry.
Yes, it's on the Creek Bank Creations Facebook page. We're going to mist. And you want to get quite a bit. Let's see if I can get that close so you can see how much water is on there. We're going to put it on there, and we're going to turn it upside down. And then if you take your bottle, you can take your bottle and just run that across. And you will not get a consistent look. It will look different every time. But what I love is the way those little squares show up. So you can mess around with the templates that you own or stencils that you own and see what kind of looks you can get out of them. And I'm just going to let that kind of dry a little bit, but you'll notice that every time you do it, you're going to get a different kind of look. Get our undo and lift that off. So it's a little bit wet, so we're going to kind of let that dry. And I just want to show you close up how this looks. We have a stencil that's called Lines. Sorry. And the Lines stencil is made for writing. But it is awesome when you cover it with brown ink and then turn it upside down. It kind of looks like wood. So it's a really awesome look. So that's a great technique, and you can mess around with the stuff that you have. I'm going to tear this off so I get rid of that blue ink. And then you'll want to find your card base, which we've already prepared for you. It's green.
Did you tell them how you made
Hold
the base?
that. Yes, we talked about that earlier.
I missed that part.
Yep.
This is great.
Now we also have this piece that we pre-stamped for you, and it's got the Love You and Monstrous Birthday, and we can take our stencil and you can decide how you want to do this and drop in some color on that. Okay, so take my stencil and Marty loved your shrooming. Yeah, he did too, Marty, because now he has mushrooms for breakfast. Okay, we're going there. So what's nice, the other thing about having a stencil in your stash is that you can decorate the inside of a card, or you can hit the outside of an envelope. So I'm just going to go really light here. You can kind of decide how you want to do this. And then I'm just going to do a little bit over here. So you can just take your brush and add in a little bit of color. And I see that I had water there. I picked up water right there from that stencil. So that's our inside piece.
You already got that page dirty again. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
I do.
that.
I do.
A good page.
But it's not a big gooey mess. I can handle a little. Okay, there's our inside. And then you could go back in and color that heart or color that balloon in the way you want to do it. Add a little bit more color to it. And then we're going to take our...
What size, Doris asked, what size inside?
Doris, this piece is 5 by 3.75. The white card is 3.75 because we are actually going to mat that on top of the blue. So depending on how you make your card, you won't always want to have a mat on the inside. This Dweedle card that I made, I literally stamped right on top of the white card. So I literally put that in and stamped it like that. And I wanted to show you the Dweedle. When I designed the Dweedle, I had them make his arms so that you could put stuff in his arms. So you can put a sucker in his hand or a balloon. In this case, I just used the baker's twine and hung the little hearts there. So he's holding the hearts for his birthday. So you can do a lot of really awesome things. And you know, I meant to bring the Dweedle cards in here that Diane had made, and I forgot to get them. We do have a Pinterest page with more of the Dweedle cards. There's a whole section of Dweedle. If you made a Dweedle card, if you would like to send that to me, I would love to put it up and get it out. So you can email that to me at creekbc@gmail.com. So we're going to adhere this right in to the blue piece. We're going to take our tape and go all the way around. Who won the Wonder Wipe?
Elizabeth Hahn won the
Elizabeth. Is she in New York?
She's from beautiful Canby, Indiana.
Oh, why was I thinking she was in New York?
I bet
Okay.
she could buy some mushrooms around Candy.
I think the Han name made me think of
New
the
York.
German lady.
In New York.
What was her name?
I think it was Elizabeth Hahn. New
It seems
York.
like her name was Elizabeth.
It was.
Okay, we're gonna, sorry, a little side trail there. We're tape on the back and we're going to put that on our card. And now we have that little, we're gonna turn it over. We're gonna do tape on the back. Please not New York. Well, it's upstate New York. It's beautiful country. Upstate New York is absolutely beautiful, fabulous. Okay, all the way across. So I'm using the Creek Bank Creations 1/4 inch super tacky tape. And I have found that if you put that off, if you put it all on one stream, you can pull it off on one stream. We're gonna fold that in, and that is going to sit inside our green card. Everybody with me? I'm gonna get this in and then I'm gonna give you a little break so I can see how you're doing. And that is your card base. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I don't want to be in New York City right now either. I took a trip with my mom and dad, actually, was that in July last year? I took my mom and dad
Yes.
to New York City. My parents have always wanted to go to New York City. And Tom and I used to do shows in New Jersey, right outside of New York City. And I learned how to navigate the city. So I took my parents, and wow, I'm so thankful that we got to take that trip, because I certainly would not want to be trying to do that now. Okay, we have the side panel that we made. It is stitched because we die cut it. We're going to put tape on the back and we're going to adhere that to the side panel. This is pretty easy, ladies. What do you think?
It's so stinking
Are you
easy.
good? Are you doing okay? Tell me you're okay. Say okay.
Any questions?
Any questions? It's pretty simple. So I'm just putting my tape on.
What stamp did you use?
Are you asking me or did somebody ask?
I'm asking.
I used the Duino stamp.
No, you're using not with a balloon.
Yep, Mr. Creek.
Is that on the
That is on the Duino stamp.
Wow, what
Yes.
value! That's an incredible value, isn't it?
Yes, doing fine. Good. Everybody's with me. Did you hear? Y'all hear me? Tom was asking where that stamp came from. The balloon is on the stamp, and you, remember, you can change out the message. So I took out hello and I popped it. Did you realize that, Tom?
I didn't, Mrs.
You can
Creek.
take out
I
the
forgot.
words and interchange them.
Mrs. Creek, we have so many products I can't remember them all.
Yeah, there you go. You're not into the stamping thing, huh?
Yes, I'm into
The last time I checked, you weren't making any cards. We're gonna put our panel on.
Laura Smith has an interesting question.
Okay.
Why is it called the angel side
Oh,
circle?
Laura, that is such a good question. Tom, do you know the answer to that?
Because it opens like angel wings? Angel wings.
No.
Angel wings.
Okay.
Ring the bell, another angel puts his wings. Debbie Miser, after you answer that question, Debbie's got.
So,
Debbie's
when we
fortune.
started naming dies, it started getting very confusing because we had circle flip, we had something else circle. We
Circle,
have
circle.
these dies are circle frames,
Scribble circle.
and I could not call
My
the.
circle, your circle, her circle, their circle.
Okay, could
Sorry.
you stop talking
Sorry.
so I can answer? Does this job come with marriage counseling?
Blame it on
The problem is that the men who work for me could not keep all of the products straight. No, seriously, there was angel, there was circle this, circle that.
The men who work
Yes.
for
Well, they don't, I'm sorry, they don't work for
Anybody
me.
couldn't keep it
They work
straight.
with me. Oh, I'm so digging a hole. I'm reading. Can you tell me what Debbie's asking?
Yes, Debbie said, you're gonna answer the question about the angel side
Yes,
circle?
so I started naming the dies by the first letter of the month that I designed the die. So Angel Side Circle was designed in April. So the die name had to start with an A because it was made in April and it has to be a person's name. So this got named Angel Side Circle because it was designed in April. So, so Alex,
that makes so much sense.
thank you. Thank you. Alex Foldover was made in what month? April. Alex April. Now you'll know my secret. When you look at the dies,
Oh my goodness.
you
If
will
you're
know.
Not confused now. All right, let's go to Debbie's question.
You will wait, I'm not done talking.
Okay.
So now they'll know when you look at a die, the first name of the die is when I designed the die. Okay, go
All
on.
right. Debbie says, so you're putting the blue on the tape liner. I'm waiting till you go back to that because I think I'm confused.
The blue.
The blue on the tape liner. You put the blue.
The blue. So you
Heather
have.
wants you to open up the card.
Yeah,
so she can
I did
see.
open it. So this is the blue part, okay? And this is your green part, okay? So what I did, I put tape on the back and I adhered that right into the card that I made. Now, I sent you guys the green card. I already had made that for you. If you were at home, you would have to cut this yourself. Okay. And then Debbie, if you have questions at the end, holler at me, okay? All right. So we should be here. And what we have left is this happy birthday panel that we're going to put on the front. Okay. Okay, Deb, you're asking about the circle. Hey guys, don't be afraid to ask questions. That's the great thing about doing this is that you have me here to ask. And there's Judy. Judy, I don't know if you were here earlier, but I shared with everyone how meaningful your card was, and I really appreciate that. And I put a picture on Facebook today of Tom's bicycle. So if you missed that part, you want to go to our Facebook page, and your scripture was just so meaningful to me today. Thank you so much.
Katrina asked what the circle flip looks like. Can we show that to her?
Well, let's do that at the end.
All right,
Yeah,
tell
let's,
Katrina
because
to
we're
show-
almost finished. I'm gonna pull the liner off of the back of the circle frame. And when I do this, I try to get the centers out of the letters before I stick it down because it's a little bit easier.
Did you get Judy's question?
So the circle die that comes with it doesn't fit inside. This circle is a little bit larger. They're not really made to go together. I didn't really design them to go together. My thought was this would be one thing and this would be another. So I don't use them together. They're the circle that comes with the set. I'm responding to Judy's question. This is the circle that comes with the die, and this is an accessory. And if you buy the bundle, you are getting both of these.
Okay, now another question.
Yeah, Debbie
Linda
said,
asks,
yeah.
Okay. My circle is backwards. The shiny part is on top, and if I stick it down, the happy birthday is backwards. Did I do something wrong?
The shiny part is on top.
If I
So
don't-
Linda, if your shiny part is on the top, you need to remove the tape liner. What you're looking at is the tape liner. So your piece right now probably looks like this. And you need to remove the tape liner. So if you have a pick tool, I always take my pick tool. Let me get another one.
And Debbie says if I put mine on, it would be upside down.
Well, you should be able to remove the tape liner. So take your pick tool, and I always come in right there on the side. I'm gonna do this closer. And grab that liner and pull that liner off. So that's the slick side, and you're gonna pull that off and throw it away. That is our super tacky tape. And before we move on, I need to do this. We're gonna take our undo and we're
Melanie
gonna,
says, okay, I know what happened. My die was cut backwards. The tacky tape is on the front of the die.
the whole thing is backwards?
And I think Debbie's is the same way. Tell them I'll send them a new.
We'll have to send you new components if that's the case, but they were all stacked up Okay, so we're going to put undo down, so that gives us time to adjust. If yours has been die cut backwards, we will send you new card kits, and you have our apologies for that. We're going to push that down. Now, we probably have, if you look at it, you probably have hair on your die cut, and as in hair, I mean paper fiber. So when you die cut, you're actually cutting that paper fiber, and you're often going against the grain of the paper fiber. So if you look here at where the D is, I'm going to try to get this close enough so you can see. Now I pulled it off camera. There's little paper hairs in there. They're little fibers. They're actually paper fibers. They're not hairs. So this is the Embelly jelly, and it is made to actually for you to pick things up and move things. So it comes with a stick, and the little stick is made so that you could pick up beads or sequins and move things around. But in this case, I just use it like this with a little ball, and we got this restocked, and we're already out. We only have 3 left.
Of what?
The Embelly jelly.
We're going to get more though, right?
Well, we need to get it restocked again. So problem with restocking things in this era is that everything's slow and messed up. So we'll do our best. There we go. Okay. That is our panel. So if you need new parts, if you email us, creekbc@gmail, or Tom's writing them down, and you certainly have our apologies. Okay, so we have our dweedle that we already stamped and die cut for you, and you're going to adhere him to the action wobble. So you take your action wobble and you pull that liner off, and you're going to throw that part away. And we do have many action wobbles on our website. Put that right in the middle, and we're going to attach it down. Ah, somebody else is wrong too.
Yes, Linda Moran.
No, there's another one, Sheila. She said Diane's cutting her new one. Okay, and then you attach your guy, and he'll shake all over for you.
Which side of the wobble goes on the guy?
So only one side is sticky. Yes. You should have a paper side that's going to face up, and the back is tape, and it's slick. And if you run your finger across it, you'll see the difference. So Linda are you getting all these people?
Linda Paris, yes.
Anybody else have a problem? And we will ship you new stuff right away. We could fire our die cut guy.
Yeah.
But he already quit. Kathy, I'm glad your kit was perfect. So Tom, who do you have a listing? Ladies, I'm gonna pull the camera up. I'm coming up.
I have Norma Webb, Debbie Meiser.
Okay, Norma, Debbie,
Jennifer, and Linda Paris. Anybody else? I don't want to miss anybody.
Jennifer Jones, she just needs the happy birthday circle. Okay,
That's,
so Tom and I will check the kits. If anyone wants to order kits, Tom and I will go through the kits and make sure that yours is correct. And Diane's asking about the action wobble. I think that the solid liner goes, I always peel there's one that's broken, it has a little break in it, and then there's a full one. I always pull this one off first, and then the one with the break is on the top, so it's easier to get the pick tool in there and get it off. I tried to find, years ago, this company had a little instructional video on the proper way to use these, and I tried to find one the other day and I couldn't find one. So I'm not really sure that there is a proper way. I just think it's easier to do it that way. Yeah. Oh, that's a really good idea. So, Romaine says you can add glitter to the sticky side and use it with glitter. So yours that are backwards, you could glitter them, and then you'd have a glitter panel, which would be amazing. So, do you need anything else, Tom?
I'm trying to see. Somebody had 2 cards. I forgot which one it was.
The bigger one, the bigger action wobbles have directions. So, is that Kathy? Kathy, do you have a package there, and does it tell you what is there a proper way to do that? So Mr. Dweedle is fun because of all of the great things you can do with him. He worked great on the graduation cards, and Diane used those with the mini graduation dies that she put on there. And Tom, do you want to hop in here and do your last one? And I'll run back and see if I can get Diane's cards that I left sitting on the back counter.
Right, hold on. I'm trying to see if somebody else.
Is there anyone else who needs correct parts that we did not name?
Okay, I'm going to show them the circle flip while you're doing that because I'm getting a lot of confusion.
Okay, I'll go run back and you. Okay, Tom's
right.
coming over. Come over.
All right.
Over. Okay, Tom's coming.
Okay. Hey, crafters. Okay, I had some questions about and some confusion about the circle flip die, which is this die right here, versus the angel side circle, which is what we just did. Now this is the circle flip, okay? Right here, okay? Totally different concept. You make a spinner card with it, like that right there, okay? You can do a cutout card with it like there. You can do a flip out card like that. You can do a business size card, single circle. Here is a business size double. There's about 7 different ways you can use the circle flip die. However, you cannot make an angel side circle die with it, okay? I think what is confusing you is the word circle, and perhaps this is called a circle flip. Different size circle, totally different concept. But this is the circle flip die, okay? For those of you who are asking. And these are many of the different samples of how you can make that card. Okay. I'm doing it upside down here. That opens up like that, like that. Okay, kind of hard to tell in the little camera there. Trying to get back so you can see it. There's another example right there. Another example right there. Okay, I hope that clears up that confusion. Now then, my question. Okay. In the 70s, there was a singer-songwriter by the name of Randy Newman. And he made a song that in Maryland, it is illegal to play it on the radio. That's right. It's illegal to play this song on the radio. What was the name of that song? First person wins a 3D embossing folder from Sizzix. What one?
Provided by Sizzix.
Provided by Sizzix. Let me pull one out right here. Find one. Oh, this is a cool one. Yeah. This one right here. Here it comes. Okay, I'm ready for the answers. Mr. Creek, are you back?
Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I wanted to show you, this is Mr. Dweedle on the
Gina
spin.
Edens.
On the,
Got it first.
on the spin to win. So you see how he's got the hearts in his hand? And you know something I've always wanted to do with Dweedle and I haven't got around to is putting those drops in his eyes. Oh, darn it. The self-leveling drops from Nuvo. Somebody help me what those are called.
What?
Oh,
Nuvo drops?
the self-leveling drops. I think they would be cool in his eyes, like big eyes with little white dots in them. Nuvo drops. Thank you, Sharon. I think that would be cool. Well, I couldn't remember if they had a specific name. Nuvo drops. You can do the Nuvo drops if you have those in white and then in black. You can put down a white circle and then drop a little black circle on the inside, and that would make his eyeballs dimensional, which would really be fun. So Gina, can you private message me on Facebook your address, and we will get you taken care of. Here's Mr. Guido with on that angel side circle card base that we talked about the other day. Here he is with the balloon. And this one has the burst stencil in the background with the stars. Fun, fun, fun. And Google eyes are cool too, but they don't quite, his eye is not really a circle. His eye is an oval. So, I don't know. I almost put him on the card that I worked on today, and then I was like, I don't know if I like it. This is a little a Dweedle with the calendar. I don't know if you know it, but we have the 2021 calendar stacks on the website. And if you get them now, you'll get them 20% off. If you wait till the fall, hopefully we'll be doing shows. And they will be full price. So if you use the little calendars for little gift things, now would be a good time to stock up on the little calendars. This is a fun one that Diane Morris did. And I love the way she stamped that in the background and then put the colored images on top. Lots of fun. So, lots of fun to be had with it. The cards are on our Pinterest site. So if you go to Pinterest and you look for Creek Bank Creations, you will see categories, boards of the cards, and like all of the step cards are in a file and all of the Dweedle cards are in a file, all the barn door cards. So everything we're doing as we go through the videos, I'm trying to make sure that we get everything uploaded into Pinterest so that you have that resource available to you and you can go look at it. I do have a really cool, there's a file in there about the card pocket die. We do have a card pocket die that this fits on. And there's a PDF file on Pinterest that you could download that has the specific directions on how to use that.
Cynthia Chilton had an excellent idea.
Cynthia, that's what I love about getting y'all together.
Cut another set of eyes and foam tape them on the original.
I like. And then Cynthia, is it Cynthia or Cindy? Cynthia, I'll one up you. That was good. If you took your little embossing stylus and your soft mat and then rolled that around on the back, you would make that eye dimensional. That's a great idea. Very good. And if someone invented a little tiny action wobble, you could put that right behind those eyeballs. All right. I think we have covered it all. Does anyone else have any questions? Okay, so Nancy says the action wobbles, that what I said was correct. The two halves go on the figure, which means when you put it down, the split part is facing up towards the top. Jan Hoffenkamp needs a kit, Tom.
Who does?
Jan Hoffenkamp.
I have her down.
Okay, we have that down. So if anyone else had any issues with the kit,
let us know. We'll take care of it.
Let us know, creekbc@gmail.com, and we will take care of you. And you do have our sincere apologies about that. I'm sorry that happened. Glad you had fun tonight. Tom, are you coming over here to say goodbye, or am I signing up by myself? Tuesday, we will do the second part of this, and I will teach you how to take that circle frame die and learn how to make a shaker box. And we do have on the website the shake and rattle confetti filling, so we will do that.
Hey, ladies.
Tuesday.
Crafters,
hope you have a great weekend.
Yes, have a great weekend. It is Thursday already. We can't wait to see you on Tuesday. And what are we doing next Tuesday?
We're doing the shaker card.
Oh, she already told you. We're doing the shaker card.
And Thursday we have a surprise. It'll be great. Yes, we have new products.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
it'll
be the world premiere on Thursday.
We're gonna show them all.
No, just one.
Just one.
Tell me all the secrets.
We got a whole new outline. Wow.
One at a time, baby. One at a time. Yes, I can only do one at a time. All right. Yes, happy May Day. Tomorrow is May Day, so
oops.
Oh, that hurt.
I dropped David Bowie on the phone.
Thank you so much for coming and joining us and hanging with us and telling your friends your support is greatly appreciated. We will see you
on Tuesday. Bye. Good night, everybody.